This week in Black history, all the way back in 1790, Jean-Baptiste Point du Sable established a settlement which eventually grew into the city of Chicago. The settlement would make the French-speaking Santo Domingo-born du Sable a very wealthy man. And he's regarded as the first permanent non-native settler of Chicago and is now universally recognized as the city's founder. That means not just the south side and the west side, the north side. If it wasn't for this brother coming and doing what he did, it wouldn't be no Windy City. It wouldn't be no all the stuff we got. So we thank God that Chicago's kind of celebrated him for what he's done. This week in Black history, all the way back in 1863, the abolitionist and Underground Railroad conductor Harriet Tubman. She led a force. A lot of people don't know this about her. She led the Union Army, a bunch of folks, soldiers, into Maryland. And during that excursion, they freed more than 700 black slaves. She was the brains behind it. And she led them because she understood how to get there. Wonderful woman. Tubman was one of the most noteworthy women in the anti-slavery struggle prior to the Civil War. Became a leading voice in the call for the federal government to allow black folks to fight in the war. Amen. Wonderful, wonderful lady, Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman. This week in Black history, in 1945, Niecy Brown. You don't know who she is. She was a 74-year-old black woman, and she died after George Booker, who was not a black man, who was an off-duty police officer, forced herself into her house in Selma, Alabama, and beat her and fractured her skull. They did charge the officer, but a jury ignored eyewitness testimony and deliberated only a few minutes before acquitting the officer of all charges. It's amazing. If you go to the internet, there's no picture of her, but as you see there, it was in the newspaper. It did happen, and her grandkids were there. Her husband was there. The guy really didn't identify himself. He had on plain clothes. She would not let him in. He was looking for somebody that did not live there. And she told him he don't live here. But he pushed his way in. He began to beat her, fractured her skull. Her husband got a rifle, shot him. He lived. Yeah. Okay. That's what he should have done. I'd have shot him too. I'd have killed him though, but anyway. But this man killed this woman in front of her grandkids. So don't always like giving bad news, but you need to know what happened and what has not happened. So give yourself a hand. Maybe even more educated and informed.